Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome in to the Thursday live show, and it is a little bit late. I had something to do today, so we're doing 10 p.m. instead of 9 p.m. I apologize. Next week, I'll be back to the regular schedule of 9 p.m. So if you're joining me late, thank you for being here. Thanks for staying up. Those of you on the West Coast, it's only 7, so I don't give you guys any slack or room for it. But welcome, everybody. And over in the chat, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, our admins, Adams from Adam Exploits is here. And also, I just saw Star in the chat saying, hi, friends. So Star from Flippin' Hippos is here. If you have any issues, please chat with them over there, and they'll take care of it for you. Otherwise, let's jump into it. The title of the video, of course, Reselling After a Pandemic. Are you ready? So, two sides to the conversation. I don't want to argue. I'm not in the mood for it tonight or politicize or any of that. But I want to talk about being creative and still being able to get merchandise. Remember, only about half of us are actually unlocked. I call it unlocked, like unpunished is a better word, right? Not on lockdown can still go out to the stores, and even some of those are still closed. So if you watched my video from earlier, our Salvation Armies are still closed. You can't go to them. In fact, many Salvation Armies across the country, I've already heard of one in California, one in Illinois, and one in Michigan, are closed permanently. Not the Salvation Army, but that particular location. So those are less places you'll be able to shop. A lot of mom and pops that didn't have a lot of money, as with a lot of other small businesses, may not be able to make it through 2 or 3 months of no traffic, no business. So you may lose a lot of those sourcing spots depending on what city and state that you live in and the laws. I just got a compliment from Sharon on the shirt. Thank you. I am wearing a Robert Graham because I went out earlier. Also saw Bill and Dave here, so welcome in, guys. So remember that, you're going to have to get a little more creative. You may lose thrifting spots. We may have another month. I know I saw some of the states locked down until June 15th. In fact, I heard Pennsylvania's locked down until they find a cure for C-19, world peace, and they locate the body of the Chicago dude, whatever his name was, Jimmy Hoffa. As soon as they locate all 3 of those things, then you guys will be unlocked. So it could be a little bit before things get back to the normal thrifting routine. Also, remember, this came to my mind a little while ago. I was thinking about it. Yard sale, garage sale, estate sales. There are some people that are not going to feel comfortable having strangers come into their estate sales, inside the home, or maybe inside of auctions. Auctions may be different. The live auctions where they have you in a room, or even possibly garage sales and yard sales where normal people would normally have those sales and they don't want other people touching their stuff. So that could be a part of business that changes depending, again, where you live, the people, how they act. All things to think about when you go out and source. So that's one side of it, is how are the normal avenues going to change? The second side of it is what can you do to get creative outside of those? And also part of that is, remember, Salvation Armies, I saw pictures of those. I saw Goodwills, way too many donations for them to handle. And 3 months of no workers, whatever they did have, they couldn't process. And so many of the stores, not all of them, but many of them will have a ton of donations stocked up. And that will be an opportunity if you get creative. So this is a secret I'll give you. This is something that I've done before, and I still, to this day, in fact, I did it today. You can contact thrift stores directly. Call their managers, call their owners, and ask them, what do you have a lot of? Did you get a ton of donations? Are you able to sell in bulk? Can I buy a couple of boxes? Can I buy a pallet? Can I buy a Gaylord for a few $100? Can I buy all of your neckties for $100? Can I buy all of your dresses? Call them. The worst they're going to do is say no, right? How you doing, Jamie? Jamie, another one of our admins, just popped in. I just seen him say something in the chat. What's up, everyone? There he is. So, in between the times that you are waiting for your stores to open up, or if they open up on a not regular schedule, or if they go out of business, or you get creative, call the stores that are open and see what they have. If stores go out of business, that's another avenue. If a mom and pop store goes out of business, which I've been contacted by at least one, it's a chance to buy the inventory. They may have hundreds or thousands of pieces of inventory that they have to move out of a storefront because they've gone out of business. They can't afford to, maintain that rent and those bills with being closed. So there's a really, really good chance that you can buy up some of their liquidated inventory, or help them consign it or liquidate it, or buy part of it or all of it. Could be a really good chance at cheap inventory. That's the other thing. Remember, a lot of people are down on their luck or down on the bills, and small businesses are closing up with no money. They need that money. So typically, and this is sad, but when it happens, people that need money like that are closing, they need the money quick, and they'll take almost anything you're going to offer. Dimes, nickels and dimes on the dollar. So something to think about as well. I'm not saying to lowball people on purpose because I feel bad for those people, but get yourself a good deal, get some inventory and get it cheap. Call. Do not be scared to cold call places. The worst they're going to do is say, sorry, man, we don't do that. Have a wonderful day. And you're going to hang up, and it wasted 5 seconds of your life. Like, literally, don't be scared to do that. Star just said, hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Appreciate it. It'll get the video up and help some other folks too. Hopefully think outside the box and be creative. So that's another avenue that you can go. There's going to be a lot less competition. Remember, a lot of people are going to be still scared of going out to thrift or going in the stores. And so where there may be 100 people that normally shop your stores, there may only be 50 or 60. So that's an opportunity as well for you to beat the competition. Why not just go to Goodwill, and in front of the store, people are dropping off goods because their stores are still closed. Go there and pick up free items. Well, that would be illegal. So, even Chewy agrees with that. Number NYC, you can't go to the property of Goodwill and Salvation Army or whatever it is and just take stuff. Even though it's sitting outside, it's illegal. That's their property. The donation is intended for them, although they don't have enough room to process it. You're going to get yourself in big trouble. Do not do that. Adam just put that's considered theft. Absolutely true. So yeah, don't do that. Everybody here understands that, right? Okay. So, yeah, most of the thrift shops, Craig Hill is from down under. He's in Australia. He says they're mostly closed, but some of them were starting to open. And he's trying to do other sourcing. Yeah, so we're trying to do, Sharon says, hi, Chewy. We're trying to do other sourcing as well. So don't do that. We're not going to take our sourcing creativity to the extremes of theft. Let's not do that. 136 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. Do hit that like button before you leave. Okay, so another creative way of getting inventory, like I said, there's a lot of people that were unable to have yard sales, garage sales, estate sales while we were locked down. They're looking to do this now because they had to wait. They couldn't get all this stuff out of their house. In fact, I'm liquidating a lot. In case anybody wanted to see, we actually built quite a few boxes today of liquidation inventory. They're up on the wholesale site. If you need that link, I'm sure Adam will put it in the chat, or you can just email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. It's also in all my profiles, and it's in my Facebook group. But we are, hitting up these places that weren't open. They weren't available to sell anything. So on one side, they have all of this merchandise coming in that they were overwhelmed with. So they're going to have to sell it off as quickly as they can if they did stay in business. So the ones staying out of business are liquidating to get rid of everything. The ones that are staying in a business, they want to make up for sales that they lost over the last 60 days. So really good opportunity for you to make deals with them. Call up people or make ads on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. Did you have a bunch of stuff you were going to have a garage sale, but you couldn't? Estate sale. I promise you, people will email you back. I promise you they will. Do it for a week or two and see what happens. So somebody, Gabe just mentioned, working up on building capital to do these sourcing ideas. So this is really important. So if you got a stimulus check and you're still working, you didn't use the stimulus check for anything, you were able to pay your bills, that's $1,200. If you have a husband or kids, maybe more money that you could use for sourcing. Put this money to work. Don't just burn through the money. Don't buy a TV or dinners or whatever. Put the money to work, and then you can buy all the TVs and dinners that you want. Sparky on time. It's actually late, but I'll let it slide. If you're a local recycler, maybe you grab some things like electronics. That might be an option. Wholesale online has been up a lot. A lot of people are wholesaling, so check around wholesale stuff. If you don't feel comfortable going out, you can get it delivered. A lot of times you can buy out stuff. People have mystery boxes. I'm not a big fan of mystery boxes. There are some that can be good. There are websites that do, boxes of clothes and jeans. It's too late to be going live with those two idiots. See? That's why we go live at 9 and not 10, because by 10 o'clock, those two are riled up most of the time. So put the money to work. Yeah, if you got stimulus, Kenny just said, I put most of my money to work, and that's why I'm still in business. The one that blow the money, they're not going to last. The ones that keep the money and put it to work, and now is going to be a fantastic time to put the money to work. I just said it. People are going to be desperate to get rid of inventory. Half the people that didn't survive or are trying to survive just want to get rid of it and turn it into cash. You can make some really good deals. You can make some money. So the sugar high, they better not be on a sugar high. Nobody gives them sugar. They better not. Well, we were out to dinner, and so they were here by themselves for a couple hours, so they're like all wound up a little bit, I guess. Anyways, yeah, Carolina Hustler, that was the dogs. Yeah, they're out there. Okay, so any questions, comments, concerns? Because I'm going to keep this one a little short, shorter than usual, probably like another 10 minutes or so. The wrecking crew going crazy. Yeah, indeed they are. So our ideas: call your thrift stores, call Goodwills, call Salvation Army, see who can make deals for you, put out ads, Craigslist, Facebook, all those normal things, advertise to buy out garage sales that people couldn't have, ask them to send you pictures. You should have less competition for a little while. Some people are out of money, so that's less competition if you put your money to work. Welcome in, Chris Kreider. Appreciate you being here. A lot of people overfilled on stuff. They may just be willing to get rid of it. Somebody said free inventory. Yeah, there's a lot. There may be some curb alerts. And so you can do all of these things to, creatively source, buy mystery boxes or boxes of jeans, boxes of shirts, wherever you shop normally for boxes. They help themselves as a Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms is one of my favorite cereals, actually. Wanting to find manufacturer wholesalers. Guess I need to get an EIN number. You do need a sales tax certificate to buy wholesale. That's correct. 95% of businesses are going to ask for your sales tax certificate. You don't necessarily need an EIN. Remember, you can operate a business as a sole proprietor under your social security number. And in that case, you would not have an EIN. You would just have your social, but you can still get a sales tax certificate from your state. So you'll file in your state as your business sole prop, social security number. They'll assign you a sales tax certificate with a sales tax number, and that's what you will provide to a company like B-Stock or another wholesale company, and that's pretty much what all of them require. So, Long, thank you. I get that. Whenever I'm live, people figure out that they sell stuff. They get offers and every time I'm live. Not me, but everyone else. So, yeah. Flip Your Dollar says an arcade place going out of business, I guess near you locally, and he's picking up their arcade games. Just one example of stuff that you can buy. What's up, eBay addicts? Welcome in. Remind me, are you running any PPC campaigns for Amazon? So I believe that PPC campaigns are mainly for private label and other type like RA products. If like on all of the Amazon sales I've ever done, it's known products like video games that people know about or Samsung remote controls or a tablet. It's stuff that people know. So I'm not really waiting for somebody to find me. So paid per click advertising campaigns on Amazon, it's almost like a promoted listing on eBay, but you pay up front almost. Whether you sell it or not, eBay is you only pay if you sell it. It's not really necessary for what I sold on Amazon. It's more necessary for people that create products or are trying to get their name out there. If you're selling something that people, if you're selling a Yeti cup that 1 million people a day are looking for, it's not really necessary to pay for that. What's up, Zombie Bargain Hunter? Welcome in. Yeah, email is rockstarflipper@gmail.com. If you have questions, comments, concerns, you want to buy something, you want to sell something, you want to sell wholesale through us, we're looking to liquidate inventory for folks if you need all of that, you can reach me on my email. Thank you for the links, Adam. I appreciate that. Illini Picker. I ran an auto for a bit just to get all those keywords, but very short time. Helped to optimize my listings. Yeah, if you want to just pay money to kind of advertise like a billboard, then you could certainly do that just to get your name out there. What new products are I working on? What about the warehouse space? So we have been doing wholesale. We've been focused on wholesale a lot lately. We run a wholesale shop with our friends in Pennsylvania, Keith and Star, that is powered by Shopify. So we basically put lots up there for sale. You can buy it. It'll ship out to you. We sell stuff from our own inventory. We sell stuff from other people's inventory. It's just a big mix. It's clothes, makeup, remotes, jewelry, all kinds of different things. A lot of clothes, bathing suits, all sorts of things. And so we ordered 17 pallets of remotes, and we had to get some old office and warehouse space that I've worked out of on and off in Tampa. It's my buddy Dave owns a big building with a back building, and so we've worked out of there several times when I've had stuff that I can't really do at home. So most of the time I'm here at home, but we do work out of there if we need. He's nice enough to loan us, lease us, rent us temporary space whenever I need it. We just throw him a couple of nice dinners or a couple $100 or whatever it is he wants, and he's good to go. Okay. I see a lot of talk in forums for Amazon lately about people's money being held for various reasons. I started taking payments more frequently just to be safe. You never know what Amazon might do. So my payments are every 2 weeks on Amazon. Most people's are. I don't know if they're holding it longer than that. That'd be kind of weird. I don't really know why they would do that. So, okay. So being creative, reselling after a pandemic after C19, sourcing is the most important thing after you're done selling. So remember this about people and their money and where sales are going to go. Probably the most asked question this week. What do I think is going to happen to sales in the next 90 days? June, July, and August. So of course, first quarter, January, February, March, second quarter, April, May, June. So we're going to be in third quarter leading up to fourth. People were already asking about prepping for fourth quarter. I'm going to have to sit down and think about that. But as far as the next 90 days, third quarter is concerned, people are or have already spent the stimulus money. A lot of people. There'll still be some that haven't or were smart about it. Tax money is probably all but dried up. Remember, you only have until July 15th. There will be another last minute flow of tax money, I would imagine. But all that money is going to be dried up in about a month. And people that deferred their bills during the quarantine, people that couldn't pay their bills, default, ran out of money, used the stimulus or the tax money to pay April's bills or even maybe May's bills. And come June or July, they're not going to be able to pay their bills, or that double payment on deferment because they didn't realize what they were doing is going to hit them. That's going to cause a lot of people to spend a lot less money, a lot of uncertainty. Again, money drying up. It's something you have to be careful of. In my estimation, I think June may be okay. I think July and August, remember, we have summer slowdown anyways, right? Usually it's June, July, August. I have to say, Star just put it in the chat. I just saw summer slowdown may be really slow this year. I think July may be one of the worst months ever, because if I'm right, most companies deferred payments 2 months, some 3 months. My guess is most people could pay their bills in March. And it was about April, right? Because everything started shutting down at the end of March, and April was the bulk of the quarantine. So I think people's bills were paid in March, and whatever stimulus money or tax money they had maybe got them through April. And I think right now is when anybody that was in that bad situation is scrambling, and they're going to default in June. And so June, July, and August may be really, really bad on the stock market, really, really bad on like home foreclosures, car repossessions. I don't know the court situations, state by state or federal, or how soon they can start, going on that. But regardless of when they can take people's houses or cars or whatever, the fact that people are still out of money is instant. When they're out of money, they're out of money. They may not get booted for 3 months or 6 months or 9 months, but they're still out of money. They're not going to be online spending it. The one thing that's offsetting it is a lot of people may not be taking vacations. So that vacation money that they usually spend may still be in the bank. We'll see about that. But, yeah, I think that July, August, September is going to be really, really slow. So I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Somebody screenshot this video, record this little section, and come back and tell me I was wrong. I hope that you do, but I just think it's going to be really slow. Federal unemployment runs out in July. I don't know anything about that, but I'll take your word for it. That's really bad as well. A lot of people haven't even got their unemployment. And eBay Addicts just said the same thing. Unemployment checks, they lose their checks in June. So from what I'm gathering, unemployment for Fed workers is end of June, July. Again, less money to be spent. So good time to flip cars. Good time to be in the towing business. I imagine repossessions are going to be bonkers. Okay. I use my usually vacation July and August because of the slowdown. This might be mad. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are going to be going on vacation. I really, really don't. What do you think about the online arbitrage bots? Is it a good idea to use one, or can you get your account suspended? Online arbitrage bots, do you mean like sniping off of eBay, or are you talking about auto posting from one site to another? It depends on what you're talking about. Is that Brian Church? Yeah. The extra $600 a month runs out in July. So people that were toting online that they were making more money on unemployment than they would going back to work are going to be forced to go back to work if there's a job to go back to. So yeah, that's my prediction. July is going to be really, really bad. And August may be even worse. So mark it down, screenshot it, record it, and we'll see what happens. Sad to say, but hopefully I'm wrong. CCL stock up. Solid looks like they are vacation. What? I don't understand that one. CCL. What is CCL? Hey, from San Diego, Iggy's Junk Trunk. Mine fell off last month, but this week picked up drastically. So yeah, I had some emails and messages that sales were really high at the end of April when we started into May, but then the last week or so, people have been saying sales have been down. So how do I feel about RA on Amazon? RA is always going to be a business model because stores are going to sell stuff discounted that you can flip. But RA has been a really tough struggle because the stores are not stupid and they're not going to price stuff at $5 that you can sell on Amazon for 50. They're aware a lot of stores sell on Amazon. They see it. Not to mention the race to the bottom doesn't help you at all. Oh, cruise line stocks. Yeah. That's funny that you mentioned that. Flip your dollar. We actually were considering a cruise at the end of this year. Carnival Cruise Lines, CCL. I knew that. I just didn't want to say it and look stupid if it wasn't Carnival. So yeah. Okay. Any other questions? I'm going to hop off here in about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll let you guys get back to your night. I appreciate you joining me late. Get creative. Source, save your cash, put your cash to work for you. Do not blow it. Get as much inventory as cheap as you can, resell it, get yourself through these months. If you're struggling right now, liquidate, turn your old inventory into cash, do whatever you have to do, run sales, run promoted listings. If you've had stuff for 6 months and a year, turn it into cash. It's a waste sitting in your room, right? That's what we're doing right now. If you worked as a bouncer, you should cross-train to do repo. Lee Numbers always being creative over there. That's probably true. The other thing about cruises, whoever mentioned it, we were talking about that tonight. They're mainly buffets. If you've never been on a cruise ship, most of the meals you eat are buffets. There is a dining room for dinner. Some of the newer ships have like specialty sit down, like sushi houses or barbecue places or whatever. But most of the meals you eat are buffets. So we were wondering how they're going to handle that. Not just buffets on cruise ships, but buffets in general. One of our buffets closed down forever. Places like Golden Corral, Shoney's, which is like a Southern thing, all that type of stuff. So, and then opening another platform. Sparky just mentioned it. Yeah, you could diversify platforms as well. So sell similar, Lavender Clothesline. Yes, sell similar. Absolutely. Okay, hit the like button before you leave. If you guys bounce out of here, make sure you do hit that blue thumbs up. It helps the video get more views and more coverage so other people can learn, find this channel, and benefit from it. So we appreciate you helping out your fellow resellers. Star, we'll talk to you soon. Good night. Good night to all my admins. Adam, thank you for that. If you have anything you need from me, questions, comments, concerns, you want to learn about wholesale, you want to buy from my wholesale site, you want to sell through us, you want training, you want whatever it is, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. Send me an email. Do not be scared to reach out to me. I answer all of my own emails and I'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. So appreciate that. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining me at night later tonight. Thank you, Lavender Clothesline. I appreciate you popping in here for a few minutes. We love her. Her family lives down here. She's up north, and we'll do another video with her sometime soon. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.